We knew it was going to be a long day, but it was a fun day, and really proud of these guys. We need to get the bats going. We got the bats going, and obviously it's got to my right, and that was fun to watch. It was fun from the dugout. I'm assuming that was fun to watch from the seats or the press box. We needed it. We needed it in a big way today, and at this stage of the regionals. So just happy for these guys.
Open up for the players.
Luke, when did you feel like you kind of got into a groove in that game?
I think after the third inning, I kind of started getting a feel for all my pitches, and having Zeke behind the plate, helping me stay cool and calm even when I wasn't throwing strikes like I wanted to, was a real big help for me.
Were you trying to finish that game up?
I wanted it. I'm not gonna say I didn't, but I appreciate Coach Matt giving me that applause. That was really cool.
Luke, you hadn't thrown 50 pitches since the week before your last start against Kentucky. It's been a while. What did it feel like when you went deep and when the season was kind of on the line? Just talk about the moment that you had.
Yeah, the adrenaline was going, and the fans were a big part. That Luke chant was something I'd never heard before. It was really cool. But no, the adrenaline. I wasn't ever sore or anything. The adrenaline kind of kept me going, and I felt good the whole night.
Jake, you had 3 hits, your first home run, and how much of that is different spot in the lineup, and how much of it is just being locked in?
I think I've been pretty locked in for the last couple of weeks. Hitting the ball hard, just not a lot to show for it all the time. But that's just how the game kind of goes, and just kind of what you make of it. Can't get too low, even though you're taking good swings, but there's not much show for it.
Jake, would you talk about getting not you, but the team, the hitting going and what that means?
I mean, the offense came through in a big way tonight, but I think Luke, I don't want to say he really struggled, but a couple guys got on, and he got out of the jam every single time, and I could really feel that the dugout and the offense was really feeding off that energy.
Jake, you guys had a pretty good offensive game the first game. Do you feel like at some point kind of the momentum just kind of trickled over into the second game a little bit as well?
Yeah, we all felt really confident. First game we swung it well, and then second game, kind of the same thing.
Jake, I think it had been this game last year since your last home run. Not one talk about that swing and kind of how it got. They had cut it to 2-1. That kind of got things going again.
That's good. I think it really got the momentum going. Obviously, Adam Elliott, you could hear him the entire time, and he just got louder and louder. But yeah, I think that kind of got the momentum going for the team as a whole.
Luke, was it on your? Do you think of it at all now? I guess maybe more than any that you guys had to have kind of keep the bullpen fresh for tomorrow, and how you just helped your team so much.
My mindset coming in was just give my best and go as long as I could, and Coach Williams does a great job calling pitches, and I agreed with everything he had tonight, and it just worked in my favor.
A couple of times you showed a little emotion. Did it get more with the adrenaline?
Yeah, I tend to think of myself as a pitcher that pitches with a lot of emotion. Like I said, the crowd tonight got me a little extra amped up, but just I think pitching with emotion, like Jake said, can help trigger an offensive outbreak, and I try and do as much as I can.
You mentioned the chants, the little chants. How did that feel just hearing the entire crowd chanting your name?
It was cool, man. I'm usually a guy that I try to block out the crowd noise, but I took a step back and kind of listened to it for a second, and it was a cool experience. Having that many people saying your name. At first I thought it was boos because I came in the dugout and I didn't know if somebody came out I don't know, and then someone said, "Dude, they're saying your name," and I'm like, "Oh, wow, that's kind of a cool thing." So.
Luke, in weekends like this, the team has to have a pretty good pitching staff to continue to go on. Just what does it say about what you did today, and kind of what you guys did in the first game about the talent of the pitching staff?
And we'd like to think that we're the best pitching staff in the country, and we have a lot of guys who we put out there we're confident in. Whether it's a starter, a reliever, whoever comes in out of the bullpen, we feel real good about it. I think that has a lot to say with Coach Williams. He gets us ready, and just Coach Farrell as well. Kills us in the weight room. We're ready to perform every day, and today was a good day.
One more question.
Jake,
Last
with
time
the
you won
mindset going
120.
into tomorrow, knowing that you guys are playing for your season again?
Yes. At the end of the day, we're kind of fighting for our life, and I don't think this isn't a team where that really hinders us at all. It just motivates us and makes us want to play harder, more competitive.
When was the last time, Luke, that you threw 129 pitches?
can't even tell you that, man. Junior college, I threw upwards of 100 pitches a couple times, and but I think this is the most I've ever thrown. And I mean, I felt good the whole time. Honestly, I asked Nick Bennett, who was doing the pitching chart after the game, how many I threw, and he said 129. And I really didn't feel that at all, but you know, I guess this is the first time, I guess.
So you available tomorrow?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Okay, open it back for coach.
Dan, I mean, it almost is kind of a heroic kind of effort when you need a start to go that deep, and what he did.
Yeah, guys got to step up, and the good thing about going with Luke is he's had experience starting, and you start midweek games for us. Those are big games, and you're facing good opponents, and every game matters. The guys talked about it earlier. I mean, we play every game as if it's a postseason game. So felt like he could give us a quality start, and but we knew we needed the offense to get it going, and you got to score runs. I mean, it's hard to win low-scoring games at this time of the year, and hitters are so locked in. And but great team effort all the way around today.
This place was buzzing after that first game. If anything, you might have had to calm guys down. I don't know, but it looked like they had an edge to them. There was an edge to the crowd after that game. Did that carry over at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely use the word edge. We use that a lot in our program. Just about the way we play, the way we go at it. We're a pretty emotional team. You see our pitchers. Sometimes emotion can get the best of you too. But this is college baseball. That's what makes it so much fun. And they take a lot of pride in this. They've worked hard for this. As I said in the in-game interview, the bar is set very high here. From the time we recruit them to the time they show up, and so you want them to enjoy this. They put a lot of work into this.
So how big of an advantage is it for you guys that Luke did go 9 1/3, that you only had to use one arm on a full?
Just we had to play the extra game, of course. So I think we needed that in a big way. And, tomorrow's one of those games, all hands on deck, and you love to see the look in these pitchers' eyes. They've been kind of chirping all day about who's ready tomorrow, and they all want the ball. That's what's fun. You got these guys who want the baseball tomorrow. So I'm sure Coach Williams will do a great job.
With Jake and with the lineup switch, did you feel like you needed something to click, and it seemed like it did?
Yeah, they're good hitters. I mean, we wouldn't be in this spot. I mean, we've got really good offense. I like to say we fill up a stat sheet in a lot of categories. And but it's contagious, and sometimes you get a little stale, and the guy in front of you is not hitting, and then you're not hitting, and we just wanted to change it up with the speed guys and give it a different look and try to do some different things with the bunts or the hit and runs or who's stealing, and it just worked out. I just for me, it's don't be afraid. I remember texting Joe Madden a couple years ago. I had some lineup questions, and he's so bold, and he was just he just kept saying, don't be afraid to make changes in the lineup, and it doesn't matter what time of the year it is. And I talked about it with the hitters. I gave them a heads up before I posted it in the dugout, just gave them the heads up as to why we're just changing it up a little bit, and they responded.
Jake had a really good day for you in both games. With this game, with the home run, did kind of get the offense going a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. And they're calling him, postseason Jake, because he's had a few of these, and that's what you need. I mean, every team at every level gotta have guys that get hot in the postseason. And fortunately, we've got a good lineup. We've got some depth. I bring in Zach Britton off the bench today because he's usually in the lineup. So I said it all year. Our depth is big, and so whether it's the position players or the pitching staff, it showed today. Hopefully, it shows tomorrow.
You talk defense a lot. Drew Campbell got a couple standing ovations from the crowd for his play out in the outfield today.
Yeah, I've been giving Coach Vrabel a hard time because Drew Campbell robbed a home run down in Florida. You were there against UConn, and that was an unbelievable catch. And he does those drills every week, and I give him a hard time because he keeps hitting balls over the fence, and I've been like, man, when are we going to rob a home run? When are we going to rob a home run? I see you doing this drill every week and or almost every day of practice to a degree, and so he was probably most happy. I mean, he was like a kid in a candy store running around after Drew caught that one. He almost robbed the other one, it looked like he was pretty close to the other one in center.
Coach, you mentioned the depth of both just your team in general, but when you go through a weekend where you're playing, what, 5 games in 4 days, how important is pitching depth to have success in something like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's at all levels. You know, what's the saying? You never have enough pitching. You know, you kind of learn that at a young age and at all levels. You know, what's the biggest need in the big leagues right now? Starting pitching. You know, I mean, that's just the nature of the game. So it's good that, you know, our depth and our talent, and they push each other, and the young guys learn from the older guys. And for me, I get excited just to see Carter Lohman run out there. I mean, that's a talented left-handed pitcher, young guy who the future will be here before we know it.
Did you consider leaving Luke in to let him get the complete game, or is that?
We wanted him to start the inning just because his velocity was up. He looked good. You know, obviously the drop fly ball, you know, we lost it in the twilight there, and just felt like, okay, let's let him get one more. But yeah, at that point, we just, it's kind of like a guy throwing a no-hitter. You know, you give up a hit in the 9th, and you're not going to leave him out there anymore. So after that, we just felt like we had a guy in the bullpen ready to go. And like I told him, I mean, it'd be great for him to finish the game, but sometimes it's really cool to, you know, walk off to a standing ovation. And glad he got to experience that.
Dan, you say
Two more
all hands.
questions.
You say all hands on deck. How will you guys manage tomorrow with the pitching staff?
We've been here before. You know, our first year here in 07, Coach Williams, you know, he lines them up, and every day those guys throw in the outfield. Every day they come up to him. I'm good, or I'm a little sore, I'm a little tired, I'm good. And, you know, today was one of those days, man, you could see guys were buzzing. Guys kept coming up to him, Coach, I'm good, I'm ready, I'm good. And that's why you work so hard all year. And they gave Zach Farrell, our strength coach, a lot of credit. Pat Hassel, our trainer. We got a lot of hands helping these kids. And so they're strong and they're healthy. And Coach Williams does a phenomenal job with the health of these kids. Never over pitches them, never pitches them more than 2 days in a row. And so when you get to a time like this, you know, this is probably the weekend you could push the envelope a little bit, because these guys have had plenty of rest and in between outings all year.
You mentioned that this team had an edge today. Do you want them to carry that edge over tomorrow?
No doubt. I mean, that's who we are. I mean, we're going to play with that edge, whether it's February or June.
Coach, I know you said it's all hands on deck for the staff, but do you know who might be pitching, or is it something that will go on tomorrow? Start clock.
No, I don't know who's going to start just yet. I'll talk to Coach Williams, but I can tell you just about every pitcher's going to want an opportunity to get the ball tomorrow.
Thanks, Coach.